Well, crap episodes. I'm really done talking about them. I don't recommend watching them.
Yeah.
I would honestly recommend even skipping this episode of the podcast. So it's just not worth watching.
Warning, this Bleach podcast features many spoilers from the upcoming anime arc, 1,000-Year Blood War. So if you've not read the manga or you do not want to hear spoilers for the upcoming arc, viewer discretion is advised.
What is up? Welcome to Bleach Boys. Back. We're doing 6 episodes, actually. I was going to say 5 because we wanted to stop at 5.
Yeah.
We did all the one-shots.
Our perseverance was shot at 5, and then they gave us renewed hope when they're like, one more episode.
The end of
the
the 5th episode. Oh, there's only one more, what they call it, a standalone episode?
Episode.
It's like, this is the last of the standalones. It's like, well, we might as well fuck
Yeah.
it.
What do you think was going through their head when they said that? We've been doing this for 5 weeks. We know it's shit, and we'll just get you through.
They're
one
losing
more,
the
and here's
viewers.
heads
Everyone's
up.
like, oh, it must tie into
So
the series.
we did episodes 311 and 316, just in case he was following along. These are the first fillers after the Arrancar Saga is done. Which is, it's kind of weird because I think back to when we watched like the New Year's episode.
Yeah.
We were genuinely like, wow,
they did a good job.
They did a very good job on these
the Dune
fillers.
stuff, the Sand Desert Society shit. Like,
I mean, even the first 2 episodes of this one misled us.
Yeah, I would say, so it's like so they do a Karakura Raizer episode, which I thought was okay.
Yeah.
Then they do I thought it was a very funny Omaeda episode because it had Omaeda in it, which, he was the punch bag of the whole episode.
Okay,
But then Soifon, Yoruichi, and Ichigo, who are fantastic characters, were in it the whole time.
I legitimately just rolled my eyes when you said the Omaeda episode, and something pulled. So if I start,
Josh didn't pay attention at all to that episode,
or any episode,
and he's playing hard to get because he was laughing a lot in that episode, but he just can't admit that he likes Omaeda.
Because very similar, right?
Yeah.
It's not a very similar. I've
Yes.
already established I'm Renji thanks to Sam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride that till I fucking goddamn die.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the best episode.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad we could come to that conclusion.
And I also made multiple
that
statements.
being said, all of the episodes I wish didn't exist.
Exactly.
But that being said, the Omaeda episode was the best of the bunch.
I made a statement during
1
the
out of
fucking-
6.
Yeah, and I made a statement during that Omaeda episode that I was like, wow, they did a great job making all the lieutenants in this entire show shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a great job at making all of these fillers absolute shit. And we had one okay one.
Which I proved you wrong almost instantly on that
With your-
statement. So
That's not fair.
Yeah, it
She's
is
not even
fair.
real.
Yachiru is the
Yachiru.
exception to that, obviously.
Oh, God.
And I would also say Nanao. So, how does it make you feel?
She's all right. I've never seen her really fight anyone.
Well, let's not go too far, Jose. So.
That's my personal opinion.
Both of those, did they really do anything? Honestly, the now does something way
Yes.
later on, but like up until now.
So does Netmu. She gets blown up.
Okay, but she just has a drill for a hand. Like, oof.
And that was good enough for a whole anime. Thank you. So.
Did you make a Gurren Lagann reference?
Hey,
Damn.
one of the best.
Yeah, I've been shook. Okay, good job.
So, I mean, I can't say enough that I don't think anybody should watch these episodes. I
Yes,
don't
hard
think,
skip.
like, if you were a hard simp for even, like, let's say for some reason,
Toshiro.
Yachiru's your number 1, Toshiro's your number 1, because
Maeda's
they're
your
all
number 1.
focused on, like, these singular characters as the main, and they're all these side characters. They are still not worth watching.
No.
Not worth watching whatsoever. It's crazy.
I remember when we started the Toshiro one, I was like, wow, I don't give a fuck. Like, it was the
Yeah.
one that was the last one we watched, and we're like, oh, we'll get through this because they're gonna start on the new filler arc, and it's like, cool. I was irate when I saw him. I was like, what the fuck?
So
like,
I feel like I can't remember one of the episodes. Okay, so we have Karakura Raizer. We
Yep.
have Omaeda.
Yep.
Cone gets an episode.
but the bitch was hot.
Yeah.
That was all we got.
Cone
out.
gets an episode, and
gigantic-breasted
then
woman.
Hitsugaya gets an episode.
What was the
right?
one in
Missing
between?
one. Oh, the Ikaku Squad 11 dude.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't roll my eye anymore.
I think Josh
fuck.
is dying.
That actually hurts.
So
Hey, we'll see you when you're in the Rukon district.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I kind of like. So I think a problem with all these episodes is that this show is like a shonen, right? And
Yeah.
shonen, by definition, is young boys. Like that's
Yeah.
what it's for. Okay. So because of that, they beat you over the head with these story plots.
with
like
the young boys, right?
Yeah.
they beat you over the head. Like an example, just the last one with Toshiro that we watched. He shows up and he's like, "Oh, normally, this little spirit kid that's hanging around, I would conso him so he doesn't
Yeah.
turn into hollow.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try and figure something out and just make sure he's not dangerous.
Oh my
Oh wow,
God.
I hope he doesn't turn into a hollow. That would be shit.
Hello.
Wow,
like,
did
here
no
we
one
go.
smirk in the episode? I feel like we would
Yeah.
have known just from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't like your candy?
Oh god.
Yeah, yes, the fucking Yachiru episode too. It's just they beat you over the head with it.
It's just like I couldn't imagine being 11 and watching these episodes and going, what could happen? Like,
Oh
what?
my God.
and it's like they don't even make it
How?
at least a little bit exciting. Whereas like we were watching the episode with Yachiru, and she meets basically one of her other squad members who is named Mappi, and he's using a sword. I'm like, it could at least be a little bit interesting if they let him release his Zanbakuto. Like,
Right.
if we get to see some sort of a different ability,
Just
that's
something.
at least a little bit interesting. But every single one of these episodes, they not even Hitsugaya. We
You
got
have to-
to use
yeah.
his
You have to
ability.
remember, though, old man Byakuya didn't even get a fucking release, and that was a huge arc.
Ginrei.
It was
Yeah.
like, damn.
So it's just weird that they decide to basically they put so much. I don't know. They almost go for character development in this, but then like it's not. They don't commit the full way because they can't.
They also do the thing where like they try adding the piano for weight, and I've
Yeah.
already established like anytime I hear the piano, it's gonna be a shit fucking episode. But like they're trying to make this like really heartfelt, impactful story, and it's like, okay, you gave us the plot with just the fucking little intro in the beginning, and we're like, okay, I've already told the whole story, and nobody fucking cares by the end of it. there's no stakes. Like I know it's a filler, like you always say, but there's absolutely no fucking stakes.
Yeah, I mean, well, that is the problem with fillers as a whole. They cannot physically do anything, and even like these things. So they try to have like a nice moment with Toshiro, where it's like you find out there's this old lady that he's kind of come close to, and so he'll come and visit and do whatever. But it's like the whole timeline of it does not make sense. His whole thing with her does not make sense.
Nope.
She's also apparently broken because she can stun lock a hollow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like
She's getting added to Bleach Souls.
it just doesn't make sense. This character.
She should have died, right? Like
Yeah,
she
yeah,
should
I
have
thought
sacked
she was gonna
herself in the
die.
kid.
It would have been at least a little bit impactful if she died.
So there was two fallacies they made in these fucking 6 episodes. One was that where the kid reverts back from being a hollow
Yes.
into a fucking chained kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because his chain breaks, and then he's like, oh, I saw snow, and now I get to perform my own concert to myself. It's like, bullshit.
He
and
just passed on, man.
Yeah.
the one that we barely fucking remembered was the Yukaku squad guy that's just the
Yes.
bitch boy. He's just like, yeah, I'm leaving in 3 days, and he actually does leave after the end of the episode.
Yes, he
And
does.
As far as we know, he turns a corner and gets blasted.
Exactly. I would have loved the
Yeah.
follow-up episode,
Yeah.
like the little fucking filler right at the end. But
That would at least been cool if it was an after credit scene where
Yeah.
it's like he's like walking and they just like knock
they
his
put a
ass out.
bag over
Like,
his head.
sorry, remember when we had the turn back the pendulum mark?
Yeah.
You're legally not allowed to leave. This is a
Yeah.
death cult. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate. And then you get stuck in
That
SWAT
would have
2
been a little
barracks.
cool. Like there
Yeah.
were some
Yeah.
moments where they could have made just a small adjustment and it would have at least been a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
But it seems like they went with the safest route possible.
Exactly.
And it was so boring. Because
Yeah,
of
they
that.
had no idea what they were doing, and at that point, the manga had only gotten into the Fullbring stuff.
It's just, but holy fuck, dude. Like, I get the Bount hate. I do. Like, the whole year. But, like, could you imagine literally coming off the Aizen arc and you're like,
how
God
many
damn.
episodes do we have coming up?
A lot.
Fuck,
There's
yeah,
a lot.
like
40,
Yeah,
I
so
feel like.
it's
So it's like
starting
half
a
a
filler
year.
arc. So we basically have done almost the filler before the filler arc.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I feel like they had a decent amount of success. Like there were a couple episodes. I mean, this has been a thing forever. Like we think back to the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc where they started doing all those individual episodes.
Yeah.
Some of them were fucking garbage, and
Yeah.
then it's like you would occasionally get like, oh, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
But it just seems like they can't nail down the formula. It's like I don't
But
know
it's
who's
so weird.
deciding
The
this.
comedy is fucking great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, look at the
don't
Omaeda
get it.
episode.
Okay.
That was the only one of value where because once again, and I think it was just heavily carried by the Yoruichi Soifan like
Yeah.
relationship that you
It
knew was
was.
happening. Where like Yoruichi kind of took control, was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Yeah.
It was like,
But-
and that was fun.
It was. I agree. That was the funnest one.
Yeah.
But I was getting mad at the end where they're okay. So basically, Omaeda starts saying he's captain,
Yeah.
and all the kids are like, "Wow, treat him like a captain, you bitches." And then they find out he's not a captain, and they start saying, "What a punk ass bitch! He's running from this hollow,
Yeah.
and he's gonna get his ass clacked." And then Ichigo has the audacity to be like, "He saved your goddamn life, kid. Shut the fuck up." But all he did was fall off a cliff next to the hollow, and the hollow's like, "Oh shit, I can't fucking fight anybody right now. Let me dip out." That was it. And Ichigo's like, "Be fucking
A
grateful."
saved
you
life
punk
is a
ass
saved life.
Yep.
that
So-
kid
Yep.
fucking deserved to get glacked.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Josh
Josh-
supports
if-
child
yeah.
murder, huh? Wow.
Fucking
Okay.
Rukon District
Yep.
peasants. Fuck them.
Wow. Well, he
Well,
would not be
he
a
would
Soul
not make
Reaper,
it, yeah.
So
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
he would not. He would not even be allowed to hang
I'd
out
be
there.
Central 46.
No, you would be
Oh,
fucking
no.
thrown outside somewhere. So
Yeah.
they'd put
I'm
you in the
leaving.
Valley of Screams.
Oh, that's obscure. I don't like that. The hipster in me just like, oh, well, you know, that's kind of
That
neat.
sounds cool,
They would
but
kick your dumb ass out. It's like I'd meet your ass at the gate, and I would be like,
Oh.
"No, he ain't coming in." So.
Sam would geen you
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah. Fucking leave that bitch outside. I hope the cleaner gets him when he's coming through. So.
That's post Aizen, right?
Yeah.
Oh no,
So
Josh is gonna wander
Yeah.
around.
But
Oh.
it's like, It's weird, right? Because I'm trying to think. We know there's a huge filler arc coming up. We know there is.
Yeah.
So what is the reasoning? Like for the animation studio to I don't know. Are they just trying to have fun? I don't want to shit on anybody's parade. Like, are they just trying to experiment?
It's definitely one of those like, here we're gonna give you the controls. You do whatever.
But
you
like,
want
I think it's the same. Like, we should have been paying attention to who the writers were and seeing if they were all different people every time. So like, maybe they were like,
that would make
here,
sense.
you try,
like
you
a
try,
Mandalorian.
you try.
But
Oh wow, fire them all. Really?
But it doesn't make. I don't know. It doesn't. It sucked.
Here's
It
what
sucked.
happened.
I'm trying to think of some reason for why we had to
it's
sit through
because
here.
the themed episodes were totally cool. So they're like, oh, I bet we can do that with regular stuff too.
No, here's what happened. They spent too much money on the Aizen shouting at Urahara scene.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
And they
Beautiful.
were just like, oh shit, he still has another arc after this? Because then they found out about Fullbring. They're like, oh fuck, we don't have enough time to start a whole filler arc until we get that, because it's going to be a year before the... Let's make OVAs. Let's do that.
And I don't know if you
Woo.
noticed, but they do try to canonically fit it in that this
Yeah.
happens after the Aizen fight.
And remember, so we what were the it was the Karakura Raizer episode. We thought, oh, Cone is...
Oh yeah, I'm
Cone's-
glad you're bringing this up.
Cone's not a person. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Ichigo.
'Cause the
He
first
just
thing
acts different.
I was just like, do they know it's not Ichigo? Like, what the fuck?
Apparently, they've fucking known the whole goddamn time.
Okay, well let's remind people what we're talking about.
Oh, so go for it.
Because they have a Karakura Raizer episode,
Mm-hmm.
and in the original Karakura Raizer episodes, Cone is in costume like
Yeah.
100%
Immediately.
of the time, and of course the rest of the crew is made up by like Ichigo's friends and Ururu.
Yeah.
So this
And
time
Donkanoji.
and Donkanoji.
Well,
So they all meet up at Urahara's shop in plain clothes this
Yeah.
time, and Tatsuki just knows that it's Cone.
Yeah, they refer to him as
Yeah.
Cone. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
and that's
what's the erotic's name? Chihiro or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
She's
Chizuru.
like not Ichigo is what she calls him.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that's not legal. They can't
So
be saying
I
that.
just have to assume, just because they are canonically trying to place it in the timeline, they're just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, they probably figured that out.
because
Like,
Tatsuki already knows that
Yeah.
Ichigo's
Yeah,
does
she's
something
just,
weird.
she's just a blabbermouth and just told everybody apparently.
and once again, they try to give some respect to Tatsuki in this episode, like letting her be the last
Yeah.
one up. But it's
Yeah.
just like,
Not enough,
She
man.
just can't get it.
But-
It's just-
She doesn't get a break.
Yeah, I did like that she took the Orihime picture with her. It's
Yeah.
like,
I
I'm
do
gonna
like
keep
that. That was a good picture.
But like, I liked that they were making it like Power Rangers, and they had the Rita Revolta
Yes.
character, and she came back, and that's cool. And I didn't hate the episode.
well, yeah, that one was okay.
Yeah.
It was
but
like,
I said it when we were watching it. Like, I'm trying to think of these characters. Literally, Tatsuki went up against Aizen, was just like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die." And then she's fighting against fucking Tuxedo Mask, and she's just like, "Karakura Raizer's gonna save us." Like, I just can't imagine dying to that last line. Like, I'm literally about to fucking fade away from existence, and I'm gonna put my fucking all my effort and support into this dude that's hiding behind a bush that is literally just a gumball. Like,
okay,
I
well,
just.
firstly, you're thinking too seriously about it because
Yes,
it's
true.
a fucking Power Ranger parody episode. So that's
I-
why they're doing that, because that's how Power Rangers goes.
It can't be Tatsuki then. They
Like,
have to get somebody
Tommy
else
is still out there. You can't defeat us. Like, okay, we get
Yeah,
it,
that's
mate.
right.
It's like, you're about to die and you're betting on somebody else is not even here.
Do you? Oh my God, Johnny Young Bosch was the voice actor for Ichigo. Do you
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
But he's not in any of these episodes.
Nope.
Oh, I wonder if he's mad
Nope.
about that.
He's probably like,
I mean, he
fucking
don't
fuck
care,
it. It's like, I
dude.
get enough
He's like,
Power Ranger
LOL,
bullshit.
dude.
Oh, I wonder if he helped write it. What if he was the one that wrote all these OVAs and they were all
Yeah,
trash?
he went to Japan and wrote them for them before they
Good
did
point.
it.
He's like,
here.
here,
Yeah.
I see what you're
Hear
doing
me out,
here.
guys. I was the Black Ranger once.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, but I just, it doesn't make sense why we have to watch these episodes.
Yeah.
Go straight into the filler arc, and then
Please.
if you gotta drag it on at the end, drag it on the end.
Yeah,
I do
Sword
not want to
Beasts.
watch these. Yes,
Oh,
I do not want to watch these
no,
fucking
not the Sword
episodes.
Beast. There was only one good Sword Beast episode.
Oh, and they also so it seems like they can't figure out power levels in all of these fights either. They just cannot for the life, because some people, let's say this does take place after the whole Arrancar Saga arc. Some people are incredibly powerful.
Yeah,
incredibly,
some people may have
Yeah.
Bankai.
yes,
Yep.
incredibly powerful. And then there's one scene in particular. So the Ikaku episode with the cleaning guy.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
So everybody's chasing after these hollows. The guy is there.
The recycled hollow, you mean?
I don't fucking know who you're talking about.
Oh no, the pig guy.
The pig
There's
dude.
literally a hollow that.
No,
made
I'm
an
not talking about
appearance.
the pig guy.
Okay,
Okay,
Jose
please.
was though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody's chasing a hollow, and they bring along, what do they call the little addendum to the squad they just made up? Like
They call them
the
logistics.
the
squad.
so the logistics part's of Squad 11, right? Is what it
the
is.
Yeah.
logistics support squad.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Yes.
they've created this little subsection, this logistics one. They stay back and they take care of all the injured people. They bring them with them to these hunts. And then so they're hunting these hollows. They go to run away, and they're like, "Oh, you guys stay here and help the guys who get injured."
Because you're
okay,
useless.
Sam, me and you would be running after the people.
They chase like the main characters, Ichigo, Ikaku, and is Renji there?
Renji went
Wait,
with
Ichigo's
them,
there?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So
tagged
they
along.
because they keep making jokes that whole episode about why is Ichigo and Renji there. So they go all run after the hollows, and then the hollows magically come back to come
Like
fight
dumb
these guys.
bitches.
And
made
they-
a
we went
circle.
around.
and they specifically say we moved too fast for them. They didn't see us go around. I am
Mr.
sorry.
Tensa Zangetsu.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
Don't put Ichigo in the episode if we're going to be doing
Exactly.
that.
I agree.
Some people are stupidly fast. It's like it doesn't
And
make any
Yoruichi
sense.
was in that episode too, wasn't she?
No, not that one.
I
No,
don't
she
think
wasn't.
So.
She
She
was
was in the
in the Omaeda
previews.
one.
She was
Yeah.
in the previews
Gotcha.
before
She was in
that.
the funny one
Yeah.
where she abducted Yamichika.
Yeah.
Got you. I was just trying. Yeah, I got confused because
Yeah.
there was a lot of bullshit. Sorry.
So they just can't figure out, and then it's like you mentioned already, the filler character from that same episode. He took down like 4 hollows.
Yeah.
And in all the other episodes, like even someone like Hitsugai was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm gonna kill this one hollow. This is gonna be kind of interesting."
Yeah.
And then even like Yachiru is like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to kill this one hollow." It's like, "Oh, when am I gonna do it?" It's like,
Oofta.
yeah, it's just like nobody can figure out what's happening, and then Ichigo still one shots every hollow. So
Yeah.
Yep.
But I couldn't understand like so the Hitsugaya one where he's fighting the kid.
yeah,
He fucking hesitates.
yes.
And then Yachiru doesn't immediately glack the other guy.
Yep.
What the fuck have they been doing for the last couple hundred years? Are they not trained fucking soldiers?
Which the Yachiru one is aggressively obnoxious because
yeah.
there's a real spirit there, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
she's trying to protect, and she keeps letting her hang out with this hollow.
Yeah.
Like she knows that he's a hollow, and she does the fucking dumbass movie thing where they don't communicate fully.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, don't get close to Moppy," and then just
Yeah.
leaves instead of going like,
Why?
"Hey, he's a hollow. You need to fucking leave."
Also, by the way, it's in the middle of the fucking night. It's dark,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna leave you.
and
in
like,
the
yeah,
middle
how
of
does Yachiru know
forest.
that she's not gonna get killed over the night?
Yeah.
It's like she has no
I
idea.
think she wants it. Like she just that's what gets her fucking jollies
She wants
off.
a tragic backstory to get
Yeah.
into first because it's just ridiculous.
It is so fucking bad.
Yep.
I would have liked. They kind of look like the same guy from the fucking Hollow Meadow
Yes.
Forest.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
loved if they made him come back, but we should
Yeah.
have known.
I wish we got him back. He'd be cool
He
as
was
fuck.
too cool for these
Yeah.
episodes, unfortunately.
Could
so.
you imagine like actually making a filler character that everyone wanted to come fucking see, and then they're like, you know what, we're
Oh,
gonna
you
make a
talking
guy
about
that doesn't
Kadia?
like can't.
Yes. Well, another one. Another one.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! What was it? It was the goddamn melon.
Yeah.
So Cone falls in love with this one melon chick, fucking bazongas. Like they just
Yep.
decided, Rangiku, who the fuck is she?
Yeah, right?
And
Like the
my-
proportions on it are so obnoxiously
I was
bad.
surprised she was able to stand up straight.
she was about to jump off a bridge, and all you could see was tits. And you're like, God damn! She's like, what the fuck is wrong with her? They had one scene where there's a person fully sucked dry of their
Yep.
existence, and Sam immediately goes, "It's the bounce!" And we're like, "Fuck yeah!" It only took them 300
Yeah.
more episodes.
Because they were all shriveled up, like they got their soul sucked out
Oh,
of them,
God.
and they were even going like, "It's not a normal hollow," which it ends up being a normal hollow that does it.
Yeah.
It's just a
It was just-
parasite.
Well, it was a weird hollow because apparently it could get inside your body but not kill you, and then make you kill people. But
But
they
that
didn't
has
get
happened
killed.
before with fucking Kaien.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Like it's the same thing.
God, wow, he would have been a great Arrancar.
Yeah,
Ichigo's
so
mom.
It's the same exact thing. It's like they're not doing anything new. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. And they use the possession thing like twice in,
Yeah.
in these
Yeah, yeah,
episodes.
they
I did love though, because like the whole thing was, oh, I loved your cooking. I'm like, wow, you're a
Yeah.
dumb bitch for going back to him. She's like, oh, I'm coming back to you, and then she gets glacked, and then you would think he comes out and says the exact same thing. Oh, I miss your cooking. I'm sorry for breaking up with you. Please come back to me. I was thinking, wow, she's gonna do it again, and she's like, no, I'm in love with Ichigo, and it's like that was a
Yes.
great little
Yeah.
twist at the
That'd be
end.
funny as fuck if that's what happened, and then Ichigo just has women following him around.
So like, can they not give Cone his real body? Like, can they not give him a real body, like a fake?
He gets that buff body
just like
later.
fucking just a rando.
I don't know. I don't know what like the reasoning is behind that, like why he can't have like a spare body.
Yeah.
I think they did joke about it because like the mod souls from the fillers, they have their own bodies.
And fucking
So-
Urahara has a fucking the portable
yeah,
guy.
I think they do make some sort of a joke about it, but I don't know
Could
why.
you, I would love it if Cone got to have like an Urahara guy and he's just walking around as Urahara and you're just like,
Oh,
depending
no.
on which one you go to that day, it's like, Urahara, we need assistance. We need to know about the Valley of Screams. Fuck if I know, kid.
Check out this thing I just found. It's called the internet.
Have I told you my first memory of being a little pill dropping into the water? This just would be nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to be done. We're
Yeah.
done. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're done with those.
I hate these episodes were so bad.
Would you have watched the Amagai arc, at least the back half of that shit,
Yeah. I
over
mean,
this?
Yeah, that was fine. It's like I just think these were so egregiously nothing.
Yeah.
They were so egregious, and even for like a filler, like any filler, take any of the Bleach shows, they at least try to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
These just seem like, oh, let's check in with what, I don't know, fucking Yachiru is doing. And it's like, man, I'm bored. Like,
Why is Kenny the intel guy?
yeah.
What the fuck?
He just knows. He's like, yeah, he killed his family.
Yeah.
I also didn't like that him in the beginning of the episode, he was just glacking trees and he was smiling. It's like, okay, you just killed Yami. And you were like, oh, that was disappointing. But it's like, fuck, that timber is making me hard.
Love the trees.
Like,
Let's
what
go.
the fuck?
Trying to get some wood here,
It
guys.
was so...
Yeah.
I didn't even try.
They were just aggressively nothing, and that's the problem with them. Nothing happened. Nothing got concluded. Nothing got pushed forward. It was all garbage. They don't ever commit to a timeline that it's in, so that's what makes it even worse.
This is what happens when you let fans write the episode. Because they
Oh,
did the
you
fucking...
know what? It could have been a contest. They let fans, send in their episode scripts.
You know what
and
it reminds me of,
someone's
Jose?
like, I like this.
One Piece. So for the manga for One Piece, the cover page for the manga, they'll always let the like someone will write in and be like, oh, I want to see this character doing this really side story thing. And then he'll draw it. He'd be like, here's this character hanging out with penguins.
Cool.
Like, here you go. It's like, enjoy that.
I always
and,
like those.
and it's like, that's a writer request from this person. And it's like, it's really cool. It's almost like they took that and made an episode out of him.
Yeah.
Someone was like, oh, what if like Hitsugaya came back to play soccer again, and like he had like an old lady he was really like friends with.
Can
connected
you
to,
ship
yeah.
also with Ichigo's younger sister? Can
Yeah.
please,
Yes.
just hard ship.
Oh, did we talk about how old that old lady must be, by the way? Did we
Good
mention
God.
that?
No, we did not talk
Because
about how she would be ancient.
Hitsugaya says that when he was much earlier on in his Soul Society career,
Right when he started.
he
he
was
started,
sent to Karakura Town to get kind of like experience on killing hollows. So while he was there, that's all he did. He killed hollows. And he met this old lady who looks the same exact way she looks now, and that's when they first became friends.
Yeah.
Now he's a captain.
She's a bounce
still
now.
old, and she's just chilling.
I got you.
She's a bounce.
The whole Dongai Bankai thing with Ichigo was Ishin, right?
Yeah.
And Ishin was his former captain for Toshiro. He did this for Toshiro, and they just had thousands upon thousands of hours where he was holding the fucking thing for him to learn his Bankai, and then he came back and he's like, wow, I'm gonna make you instant captain because Ishin passed out in the fucking thing. I have no fucking clue. There's no timeline that makes sense.
Yeah, what is the timeline between when Ishin stepped down and like now? Like
I think we'll get that in 1,000 year.
because even
Is it
like
really?
Well, they talk about Ishin and Ichigo's mom.
Oh fuck.
even like I don't know. Let's say it's a 20-year time stamp. She was still old as fuck.
Yeah,
like
she would have been older already.
But Hitsugaya was in that squad for a very long time. He
Yeah.
didn't just magically become captain like right off the fucking bat.
well, he could have after Ishin dipped. Who really knows?
He was like third seat, like below Matsumoto.
Was he third seat?
I thought he
Cool,
got the
because
third.
Matsumoto was Ishin's lieutenant.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was
so-
second.
Well, he skips then because Matsumoto hasn't moved, so that
But he
doesn't-
wasn't fucking third seat when he was going to the world of the living. So he.
Well, it didn't go to lieutenant. I think any seat below lieutenant doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about any seat below. Like lieutenant means you're like the next in line, but clearly fucking Rangiku gets skipped.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So, well, crap episodes. I'm really done talking about them. I don't recommend watching them.
Yeah.
I would honestly recommend even skipping this episode of the podcast. So it's just not worth watching. We'll be back. It's the start of I don't know what
this
the
arc-
filler arc
yeah.
is called
Wasn't
after
it
this.
the,
It's the green haired dude.
I want to say it's like Ray Guy or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next filler arc. Not seen it. It'll be interesting or it won't. Don't fucking know. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys Friday for another episode. And then if you want to skip these episodes, be my fucking guest.
Yeah.
All right, bye everybody.